It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC West. The action is only moments away, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olsen. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week one. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason any of them have ever had. And on top of that, it's the excitement and the hope in these stadiums. Every fan base in the NFL thinks that this is their year, and week one's getting off to a hot start, and I know both you and I are looking forward to being along for the ride.
And he's brought down right to the 35-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft, it's Justin Herbert.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
That penalty is declined.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set. Let's go.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
That one complete to Johnston. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a first down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on first down is Herbert. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Throwing, Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Right side and hauled in by McConkey. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter one of week one. The line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Herbert. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DJ Chark. Touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And his guys have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it will come out to the 30. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
There's just something special about week one, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Open man. That's Trey Tucker.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down and 3. Off the bootleg, it's Minshew. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It is picked up by the defense. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays at...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Raiders.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession, using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Robert Spillane spills him there. Here's a 2nd and 9.
12. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
On 1st down, Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Set. Go.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Set.
A run with Dobbins. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Go. Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Herbert. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal.
Set. What is it?
They'll run here with Edwards. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Set. 59. Ready.
Again, it'll be Edwards. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal.
Baylor Tiger.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. His kick is perfect. And his guys will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So he'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers set for their next drive. So this next drive about to get going, we remind you, coming up later tonight, the regular season premiere of Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. Playoff rematch, Stafford against Goff, the Rams and the Lions from Ford Field. That's at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, we wrap up Week 1 with Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Monday opener. The Jets and Niners from Santa Clara, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 West Coast time. Another run here with Mitchell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out. Back deep is Darius Davis. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Set. 21. Hey, go lion. Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
5-9.
Here's Dobbins. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Divine Diablo there to make the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Set.
Herbert. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Herbert now on 1st down. Now a screen set up for Edwards. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Ready.
Now Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll air one out for Palmer. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. If
you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
59. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Baylor Tiger. Go.
Herbert to the air again. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Set.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Pass brought in by Chark. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Quentin Johnston for the score.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Point after now from Dicker. He's got it, and his guys will get out in front, 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Minshew. Finds the rookie from Georgia, Brock Bowers.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Here's 2nd and 2. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. In motion is Myers. Throwing again is Minshew. He'll throw it left and has his running back. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. To the air once more is Minshew. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get point.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And they'll stop at just over a minute remaining in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Minshew out of the pistol here. That pass caught right side by Tony. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Minshew going to look to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To throw once more, here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They look to throw it with Minshew. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will power his way into the end zone. Elijah Mitchell. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Hey, go lion, lock.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Johnston motioning over. Throwing now is Herbert. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the Dog Pound. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Both these teams running through their
thanks a
final
bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here.
And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
This one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. They'll go again with Mitchell. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new camp. 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's Minshew. He'll try and throw with Minshew. He's got a man. That's Myers. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll go right back to Myers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His 1st NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returnable for Rager. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. From the 25, they'll go to work. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Now it's Edwards. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
Crowd right. Ready? Ready.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That one knocked away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Set. Go.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
12. Hey, Kappa. Run!
Shotgun now for Herbert. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
380. Good hunt. Stay alert tight. Set.
Throwing, Herbert. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. Quentin Johnston has a touchdown. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And his guys extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Minshew. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Kadarius Toney, the intended target for that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Minshew. He's got a man. That's Toney. And And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the zone read, it's Mitchell. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 3rd and 2. Back is Minshew. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Here's Minshew. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Raiders. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders have taken a 4-point advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returnable for Rager. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression.
The ball's out. One of the Raiders has got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play,
so that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble.
21. Ready.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They face second down and 7. Minshew. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball...
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. We'll see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The Raiders have their punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. This team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Now it's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, Ray. Go.
Johnston motioning over.
Set.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. We forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Minshew going to look to throw. They try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So now this team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is hard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Set. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Let's go. Why did
A handoff as they try to run it here. He won't gain a lot of traction there. Down only to the 24.
orange. Set.
At the Raiders' 24-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Crowd right. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It is 2nd down and 5.
380. Good hunt.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Set.
Here's Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches.
Set. Good hunt.
They'll drop to throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Justin Herbert for the touchdown. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Laube now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounts for him. He comes away with the sack. The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play.
I had to take a chance on fourth down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's 1st and 10.
12. 10.
Now a give up the middle. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
You're not.
They'll stick with him again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Set. What is it?
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Run. Set. Ready.
A run with Dobbins. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Kicker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and his guys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Minshew. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Minshew out of the pistol here. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On 3rd and long, it's Minshew. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another.
And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.